Ndamula is my name. The show is Sugar and Spice, a little sweet, a little spicy. And I said today, no business as usual, because how can we have business as usual? This is a mid-morning show. Mid-morning shows are mostly entertainment. Everyone's busy, especially like where we sit as a station. You know, this is a premium station where, you know, intellect fast, facts fast, agenda, conversations that are powerful. We talk about policies, we talk about, you know, the politics of the day. And then we do have entertainment, and that's where I sit, smack in the middle of not the chaos, but just reality. So my job has always been to come here and lighten the load a little with amazing conversations and light conversations and music. But sometimes I'm also sucked in, and I must have a conversation about things that are close to this nation's heart. And nothing gets closer than our children. That is our soft underbelly. Why do we take to the streets? Why do we complain about the high cost of living? Why are we fighting for a better Kenya? Why do we want a better country? Why? Because of the children, because of our children. And in Africa, in Kenya, children belong to the community. Right? So this is our problem collectively. Whether you want to remain childless, whether you don't have children, by extension, they're your children by fire, by force. We don't question it in Africa, right? And the numbers are scary. The numbers are... I keep seeing this number and I'm more mortified than I read it last, and it's not even moved, right? 10,581 children, missing children in the past 15 months. And I never like statistics because they're very impersonal. When you see people's faces, let me take you back a little. And when we talk about Mandamano and we remember the children who died 2 years ago in 2024, on that June, that fateful day when our children decided to march to Parliament, right? We always remember the names, right? Off the top of your head, you will say Denzel. You understand? That is not a statistic. You will remember someone's name and someone's face more than you will remember a number. And that's the reason why I'm saying we need to have faces. I know we see them on social media. We see them, missing child, but sometimes you see a poster, or you might miss a poster when a child has been found. So someone needs to take the liberty. I wish I knew how to do it. I would. But someone needs to give us a graphic with faces, names, and ages of these children that are yet to be found to date. 15 months is such a short time to miss 10,581 children without CCTV footage, because some people are saying child trafficking, and I'm not here to speculate. By the way, be very, very careful how you understand my communication today. I don't know where these children are. I'm not going to pretend that I do. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that this is political, this is devil worship, this is ritualistic. This is not the time to speculate, right? This is the time also not to react. This is the time to really, really be precise. Precision is the only thing that is going to get us the answers we are all looking for. Is the government making the right kind of effort in the right direction for us to see in real time they're doing something about it? I'm not going to answer that as well. I'm just going to let everybody like an opinion. Kila mtu akwe tu na yake, si ndio? But I just feel like so much more can be done by different quarters. I feel like we like to react when we are, when we see numbers like this 10,581 is what has made people stop in their tracks, and they're like, oh my God, that's a huge number. But I'm like, no CCTV footage has caught children leaving our borders. Every side of our border. No airport, international or local, has caught children. You understand? There's more questions than there. It's so concerning. It is so nerve-wracking. And I'm not here to for us to have an echo chamber and just keep repeating, it's bad, it's bad. Ooh, what can be done? It's bad, it's bad. We all know how bad it is, right? So it's not about the gravity of the situation. It's what should we continue to do as parents to make sure that the children that are still safe remain that way, because in real time, children are still missing. Let me give you another statistic. An average of 23 children vanish daily in Kenya. 23 children. 23 children each and every day. That is crazy. So missing and lost children. And this is just data, right? And I don't know how fast it's supposed to change, or how recent and current this was done. Missing or lost children sit at 1,636. 1,636. Abductions 1,952. Abandonment. These are children who cannot be placed. They are just found lost, for whatever reason, dumped. Yeah. And they can't, their origins cannot be traced. So 6,820. Trafficking, 173. I really would want to put an asterisk on that one, because I would want to know the conclusion of why they would separate trafficking and abductions. To me, Yolanda Mbanemulo Nye Nyoka, by myself, as a person, I feel like it's the same thing, an abduction and trafficking, is to me. But I'd really want someone to explain why the two are treated separately, right? We need to bring back stranger danger. I don't know who was raised, I was raised, like we were not allowed to talk to adults. We're not allowed to talk to strangers. Stranger danger disappeared a long time ago. Now we want to tell our children to greet uncle and auntie, and that's some BS I've never liked, and I've never told my child to call anybody we're not related to by blood. Anybody I cannot trace till your village, my child cannot call you auntie and uncle. I'm sorry. She'll call you Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, but that's about it. You're just in a bus, you're heading to the village, you're heading to, you're like, Salimia uncle, who is your uncle? Who? Because if you look at some of the ways children are lured to be stolen, to be abducted, to be trafficked, there's nothing unconventional or out of the ordinary, right? An analysis I was reading revealed the 5 most common tricks used by individuals attempting to abduct a child included offering a child a ride, offering the child sweets, asking the child questions, offering the child money, or using an animal, a pet. That is so basic. But we stopped telling our children that strangers are dangerous. We really stopped doing that. And I'm not saying we need to raise our children with doom and gloom, but it's good to remind our children that not all strangers, actually just say all strangers. I don't let my daughter talk to people. My daughter doesn't take food from people. One day she tried, I almost punched her in the face, and I think she was like 5. I swear. I said almost before you come at me. I was going to punch her in the face, break her nose. Nonsense. I'm like, why are you? Until my friend is like, Aki wakamba, bado mnagopanga kupatiwa chakula na watu mrogo. I'm like, it doesn't even have anything to do with that. I just feel like you should not take anything from a stranger because it's an in. It's an in. You understand? You give a child candy, it's an in to molest them. I always feel like I'm very guarded about it because I question why. I don't give people's children candy. So I don't understand why you're walking around here just Santa giving people's children candy. So my child will never take anything from you. She'll ask me first. My neighbor one day, hi Jackie, told me, nilikuwa nimeleta miwa kutoka Ushago, kutoka Ingo. And I gave your daughter and she refused. She says, hey, my mom will bomoa me. You ask her to give me the miwa. So when I'm going down the stairs, she stops me and she's like, please, can I give your child sugarcane? I'm like, yes. She's like, hey, anakuogopa. I was like, good. In fact, I told her, we're going past through the drive-through. I know that's what you wanted to eat. You're not going to eat mbosho because that was what everyone else was going to eat. So I'm chapo and beans, but today you have been saved. Because I terrorize you and it is working. Anyway, it's very important that we remind our children that strangers are dangerous, right? Don't enter a strange car, don't talk to anyone, and remind children, stop sending children alone. I know that not everyone has the liberty or the privilege of having a minder slash caregiver slash nanny. A few weeks ago, it was raining and there was heavy downpour, and I was stuck in traffic for very many hours. And I saw two children, very small. Maybe one would be about 13 and one 6 years old. And they were walking in the rain at around 6:45. And I'm like, why? Of course, I know why. The parents don't have anybody who can collect these children and take them home. But I'm just like, I don't know how you can try to mitigate and make sure that is not their reality. I don't know if you can find a little clique of children who go to the same school. And this is why sometimes I really insist that children need to go to schools very close to their homes where they live. I know Kenyans, Olympic Primary School, watoto wakienda Kibra, wote wanatoka wamepass, wanaenda Alliance. We need to get out of that mindset. Sometimes there's that safety in the short distance. Somewhere close by where you can trace your child's footsteps. This maneno of because all children who go to this school all get sijui is, we need to stop that because people take advantage of it. I know it's too late. You can't transfer your child and whatnot, but you need to think about it for the future, that we're living in very dangerous times, and it's not smart to have your child go just because. If there are other schools in your area that are closer to your house, just do the needful. It's very important. I want to hear from you as well. What should parents do to keep their children safe as child abductions are on the rise? Should this be declared a national crisis as well? Talk to me. It's SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And what more should we do as the public, to be honest? Because this is not cool at all. This is very scary. Like almost sending someone to the asylum scary. Paf Johnson, outside my window, a request by Wadiriani on X. Thank you so much. Talk to you in a few at SpiceFM KE. Let's unpack. Let's talk.